Hi, welcome to How to Repair. This video is on a Bosch, Neff and Siemens washing machine, and we're going to show you how to change a thermostat and a heating element. Now remember, safety first, do disconnect the machine from the electricity supply. This video is 12 minutes long. You don't have to watch all of it, but I suggest you at least watch it until we've fully installed the heater and the thermostat. As you'll see, just removing the facial panel here, showing you where the screws are. Now remember, on our videos we do these free of charge for you, and it's always worth subscribing to our channel, because at least you'll have us in saved to your favourites in the future whenever you have an appliance breakdown. Now we're just carefully prising the panel after taking out the screws and remove the facial panel. Now we have to remove the door seal. We have tutorials on our website and our YouTube channel for all Bosch, Neff and Siemens repairs, plus many other makes of appliances, including cookers, fridge freezers, tumble dryers and so on. Just showing you the clip there being removed. This is an elasticated clip and will have to be put back on after, but at the end of the video you'll see this. I tuck the door seal inside the drum because it will keep it out of the way and keep it tidy. Now we'll quickly remove the door interlock. And again we'll tuck this into the drum, keep it out of the way so you don't damage any of the wiring when replacing it. Now we just have to remove the kick strip with this sump or pump flap. Again, we have videos on the website to do with the pump, or on the YouTube channel, whichever you prefer to watch them on. 2 screws here. On the website you will find detailed tutorials with videos and diagnostic videos, and also we will try and show you the cheapest places to buy the parts needed for this repair, in other words the heaters and thermostats. Just getting the front panel out of the way. You will also find on the website diagnostic videos showing you how to diagnose faults on your appliances. Now a good idea with this repair is to always photograph the wiring as you're taking it off, so you remember which way it goes back on. Now to remove the heater, on this model it's a 10mm nut. We are actually slackening off the rubber which clamps to the inner part of the drum to make a good seal so there's no leak. And now we have to push the bolt inwards. I'm using my hand, but you might want to use a small hammer just to tap it in. Now once that's loosened and knocked in, you need to get a screwdriver and carefully prise the metal part of the element out. And there you go. Now the element is removed, we'll replace it with a new one. We'll remove the thermostat out of the old element and then insert it into the new. This is only a push fit and it comes apart with a screwdriver. Once you've taken it out, it's well worth cleaning up all the calcium that builds up on the end of the thermostat tip, which you can see here, and then put a little bit of fairy liquid on to insert it into the hole, and then it needs to be carefully pushed in. There is a location tag on the top of these which can break, and on this occasion it did. Now here you can actually see the bracket that holds the element in place between the inner and outer drum. We can actually show you the rubber here. The metal part at the bottom clamps up towards the actual main part of the element and then presses the rubber against the lip of the outer drum. I've just put a little bit of fairy liquid on this just to show you. On new elements you don't really need to, and we're just going to locate it correctly in the metal bracket that I showed you earlier that stops the element catching. Now doing the nut up, and this will clamp that rubber seal, so you don't need to over tighten. Taking some protective rubbers off the terminal tags, insert the wiring back onto the lugs, connect the thermostat back up, and there you go. Now the rest of the video is just showing you the correct way for putting the appliance back together. There are some useful tips in it. As you can see here, the panel has 4 location lugs. While I'm doing this, I'll tell you a little bit about the company. I personally have been an engineer for over 30 years doing domestic appliances, and started with YouTube in 2006. The new company that I've just set up is a free website where we will show you the tutorials, the diagnostic videos, and we will also show you the cheapest places in our opinion to buy parts, and also some good safety tips about working on appliances. Just doing up the door lock here for you. Again, there is a video available for how to change a door lock, but as you can see, it's not too difficult. You just have to remove the seal, and you don't even need to take the lid off. Unfolding the seal. Now it's worth spending a little bit of time on this to get it correctly located and not twisted, as that can damage the seal long term. So just take your time, work your way around the drum, or the panel, sorry. And as I said, once it's finished, make sure it is sitting square, in other words not creased on the seal. If you do find it's creased, just slacken it off a little bit, relocate it and put it back on again. If the drum also is tilting one way or the other and it doesn't seem to be evenly lined up, this could be a shock absorber fault, and one of the shock absorbers might need replacing, or the both. Now just putting this band on, it stretches over on the spring, and this steel band with spring just stops the door seal being pushed in when the door closes. And as I say on all the videos, it's worth spending some time cleaning up all the surfaces after working on the machine, and also removing any calcium that you find on the glass, because long term this will damage the seal. Also a useful tip is to once a month clean the seal and let the machine go on a boil wash with no clothes in, or just some light rags. So basically it washes any of the bacteria and dirt that builds up in the machine away. Don't put any detergent. You could put just a spot of bleach, and I mean half a capful. There are some special additives out there that you could put in the machines, and this will stop bacteria build up on the door seal and also in the pipes. Right, just replacing the soap drawer, the kick strip at the bottom with the flap, and also the lid. Thank you very much for watching this video. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel And if you'd like, you could always mark our website down to your favorites, so you've got us in future when you have an appliance failure. Just showing you the last 2 lugs, and there we go. 2 screws at the back now. And again, as I've said in other videos, after testing the appliance and putting it through a wash, if you always have a piece of paper after the repair underneath the machine, it will show you if there are any leaks from the work you have done. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.